If you're wondering which laptops are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Asus VivoBook S16 S3607QA. This massive 16-inch slab of OLED goodness is lighter than my motivation on a Monday, but having only 60 Hz on a screen this big feels like watching a slideshow in slow motion. It will last you 20 hours on a single charge thanks to that Snapdragon chip, though you might cry yourself to sleep when your favorite old-school game refuses to launch on its ARM architecture. Would I buy it? Maybe, because that screen is literal eye candy for Netflix binges, but the lack of a high refresh rate makes it feel like it is stuck in 2016. Acer Swift 14 AI. This thing is so obsessed with artificial intelligence that I am half expecting it to start judging my search history while I enjoy the surprisingly crisp typing experience. While the battery life is absolutely legendary, the design is so uninspired and boring that it might actually blend into your desk and disappear forever. Would I buy it? No, because while the AI tricks are cute, I cannot deal with a trackpad that feels like it was designed by someone who hates fingers. Microsoft Surface Laptop. This laptop finally has a haptic touchpad that feels like magic and a battery that actually lasts 17 hours, making it the first Windows machine that does not require a leash to a wall outlet. The 3:2 aspect ratio is great for reading, but the thick bezels and the lack of an OLED option make it look a bit dated compared to its flashier cousins. Would I buy it? Yes, because it is the closest thing we have to a MacBook that actually runs Windows without making me want to throw it out a window. HP OmniBook X14. This feathery little beast weighs next to nothing and will survive a cross-country flight without breaking a sweat, but the screen is so dim and reflective you will basically be staring at your own disappointed face all day. It is snappier than a sarcastic teenager, yet the 60 Hz refresh rate and lack of an SD card slot make me wonder if HP forgot what year it is. Would I buy it? No, because life is too short to struggle with a screen that is dimmer than my basement during a power outage. Apple MacBook Pro 14 M5. The M5 chip is basically a legal cheat code that delivers 30% faster graphics than last year, though you will definitely need to sell a kidney to afford the 4TB storage upgrade. It boasts 24 hours of battery life and enough neural engine power to probably solve climate change, yet it still looks exactly like the last 3 models. Would I buy it? Yes, because having this much power in a backpack is the ultimate flex even if the price tag makes my bank account scream in agony. Acer Swift Go 14 AI. This thing's Snapdragon X Plus processor and 16-hour battery life actually lasted longer than my last 3 relationships combined, which is great because the mushy keyboard feels like typing on a pile of overcooked noodles. The 14.5-inch OLED display is gorgeous until you try to use it outside and realize the brightness is as disappointing as a sugar-free cake. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I'm planning a marathon flight and don't plan on actually typing any emails. Dell XPS 14 Da-Thorn 260. The build quality is so sturdy you could probably use it as a weapon in a bar fight, but the invisible touchpad and edge-to-edge keys make me feel like I'm trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. It packs a decent Intel Core Ultra chip, but paying this much for a laptop that still only gives you a low-power 30-watt graphics card feels like buying a Ferrari with a lawnmower engine. Would I buy it? No, because I don't have the patience to learn how to find my own trackpad while paying a premium for 0 USB-A ports. Apple MacBook Air M4. The M4 chip is so stupidly fast that it makes my brain hurt, and the fact that it stays completely silent without a fan while I'm editing 4K video is genuinely creepy. It gets 15 hours of battery life, which is almost as long as it takes to explain to my bank why I spent 3 months of rent on extra unified memory. Would I buy it? Yes, because being a Mac person is a personality trait now, and I honestly just want a laptop that doesn't sound like a jet engine. Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 X15. This budget beast somehow squeezed out nearly 30 hours of battery life in tests, though the screen is so dim and pixelated at 1920 by 1200 pixels that I thought I was looking at a Minecraft world. It's got a great Snapdragon heart, but the off-center keyboard and plastic-feeling chassis remind you every second that you're a cheapskate who hates high-quality speakers. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I were a student who lived in a dark cave and needed a charger that hasn't been invented yet. Asus VivoBook 14 Flip TP3407SA. Having a 360-degree hinge means I can flip this into a tablet to hide my shame, and that 14-inch OLED touchscreen is definitely the prettiest thing in my room, including my mirror. The new Intel Core Ultra Series 2 chip handles multitasking like a pro, but the 60 Hz refresh rate feels a bit sluggish when I'm trying to scroll through hate comments on my videos. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's basically a high-tech yoga mat with a screen that actually looks better than real life. HP OmniBook 514. This absolute unit packs a battery that lasts longer than most of my relationships, and that organic light-emitting diode screen is vibrant enough to make your eyeballs sweat. It is basically the budget king for people who hate chargers, though the build quality feels a bit like it was assembled in a frantic hurry, and the performance is about as fast as a turtle on a treadmill. Would I buy it? Yes, because getting an organic light-emitting diode display for under $600 is a total steal even if the chassis feels like recycled plastic. Asus ZenBook A14. This thing is so light I almost threw it across the room thinking it was a frisbee, plus it manages to squeeze 27 hours of battery life out of a chip that is somehow slower than my grandma's dial-up internet. It is a gorgeous marathon runner that feels a little hollow inside, kind of like my soul after reading the specs for the lowest tier Snapdragon processor. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I am traveling and care more about weight than actually being able to run a heavy program without the laptop having a midlife crisis. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13. Aura Edition. It is the ultimate business flex that weighs less than a bag of chips, featuring an anti-glare organic light, emitting diode screen that actually lets you work outside without seeing your own depressed reflection. You are basically paying a kidney for the privilege of owning a legendary keyboard, even though the battery life and performance are actually worse than some of the cheaper laptops on this list. Would I buy it? No, because I am not a corporate executive with an infinite budget to spend on a machine that gets smoked by budget competitors. Lenovo Yoga 9i 2-in-1 Aura Edition. The rotating soundbar on this beast sounds so good it makes me want to start a podcast I know nobody will listen to, and the screen is basically a high-definition television in your lap. It is a premium convertible that lets you flip it into a tablet, but Lenovo decided to include some useless quick keys that I keep hitting like an idiot while the price tag makes me want to cry. Would I buy it? Yes, because the 2-in-1 versatility combined with that color-accurate display is basically the gold standard for creators who enjoy fancy hinges. HP EliteBook Ultra G1Q. This blue-tinted beauty has a battery that refuses to die and a build quality that actually feels like it belongs in a boardroom rather than a dumpster. Sadly, the screen is dimmer than a candle in a hurricane, and the software compatibility on this ARM chip will have you yelling at your monitor when your favorite apps refuse to open. Would I buy it? No, because unless I am working in direct sunlight and hate seeing what is on my screen, there are better ways to spend my hard-earned cash. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition. This ultra-lightweight carbon fiber beast makes the Dell feel like you are carrying a literal tombstone. But you will need to sell a kidney to afford that gorgeous 2.8 resolution organic light-emitting diode screen. It is basically the pinnacle of business laptops with an Intel Core Ultra processor that lasts 18 hours, though it is a damn shame the memory is soldered on and completely unupgradable. Would I buy it? Yes, because weighing only 984 grams means I can finally stop skipping the gym without feeling guilty about my heavy bag. Dell Inspiron 14 Plus 7441. This laptop is the king of stamina with a Snapdragon X Plus chip that lasts 24 hours, yet the design is so boring it makes watching paint dry look like a high-speed car chase. While it crushes the Lenovo and pure battery life for a much lower price, you will be stuck in a world of pain trying to run old apps that hate its ARM architecture. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I am stranded on a desert island with no power outlets and a weird obsession with mediocre touchpads. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.